Okay, hello everyone. It's time to really get this thing started. My name is Nathan Farrell. I'm the Fine Arts Director here at Northside Christian School. If you are a parent, welcome. If you are a grandparent or a friend, welcome. We have a fantastic show for you. At any point in the evening, you can continue to be successful at my first goal for you tonight. My first goal for you tonight is to fill your bellies with pizza and entertainment. We'll provide the entertainment. The pizza waits for you on either side. You don't have to feel weird about standing up and going and getting 8T7 garlic knots. No judgment here, and it's casual. We do ask that you are quiet during each song, but it's not like we are at Symphony Hall listening to Beethoven, right? So enjoy yourselves, kick back, and relax. My second goal for you this evening is to help educate you, as that incredibly entertaining video just did, as to exactly why it's so important for these kids, your kids, to be involved in this stuff as much as possible. And my third goal is to extract as much money out of you as is possible. All right, maybe even beyond possible. I have a feeling that just looking at your, I can tell there's kind of an energy like, let's just get on with it. We want to give you our money. So we'll talk about why it is we need so much money and all that. But first, let's get going. We're going to have a variety of solos and ensembles for you. And in a second, you're going to hear the high school choir sing this cool song in Swahili called O Sifuni Mungu. And we have a special African drumming section that we flew in from Uganda just yesterday. And that's Mr. Simpson and I. And you're going to have a good time with that. But before that, Mr. Caleb Alves right here, 8th grader, is going to bring you a solo. So please give Caleb some encouragement.
Folks, we finally got a headline. Nosey's crushed as bulls attack. Crutches calling me dumb crips just too dang slow. Guys are fighting. Thanks to good old Captain Jack. Captain Jack just wants to close his eyes and go. Let me go far away, somewhere they won't never find me, and tomorrow won't remind me of today. turns night right into day. Dreams come true. Yeah, they do. In Santa Fe. Where does it say you gotta live and die here? Where does it say a guy can't catch a break? Why should you only take what you're given? Why should you spend your whole life living trapped where there ain't no future? Even at 17, breaking your back for someone else's sake. If the life don't seem to suit you, how about a change of scene? Fall for the lousy headlines and the deadlines in between. Santa Fe, my old friend, I can spend my whole life dreaming, though I know that's all I seem inclined to do. I ain't getting any younger, and I wanna start brand new. I need space and fresh air. Let 'em laugh in my face. I don't care. Save my place. I'll be there. Just be real is all I'm asking. Want some pain in my head, 'cause I'm dead if I can count on you today. I've got nothing if I ain't got Santa Fe.
Bien ben biote via Mungu e tu. Name fame wetu. Bien ben biote via Mungu e tu. Name fame wetu. Pazeni zauti. Ili nasim wimbe. Pazeni zauti. Ili nasim wimbe. Watu wote, viumbe vyote, owaye yote, sifu Mungu. Watu wote, viumbe vyote, owaye yote, sifu Mungu.
All creatures of our God and King,
O Sifuni Mungu,
lift up your voice and with us sing.
O Sifuni Mungu,
The burning sun with golden beam,
Imbeni,
thou silver moon with softer gleam.
Zeni sauti Imbeni, viumbe vyote vya Mungu wetu, name fame
Okay, up above me, maybe, are pictures of our winter guard. Are there pictures of our winter guard up above me? Well, look at me, but pretend that I'm in a pretty dress and I'm throwing weapons in the air. We there yet? So over here, ladies and gentlemen, is Grace Carroll and Mila Codolosa. They're both in 8th grade. They're also both in our JV Winter Guard cadet class there, and they, along with our varsity guard, just got back from Daytona Beach, where they, along with all their compatriots, both groups earning silver medals, second best in the entire state of Florida. Way to go, Winter Guard. And I bring that up not just because we love bragging on our guard and all of our mini ensembles that have just done so well this year, but because they will actually be performing the song Shining Bright that was the music for the JV Guards silver medal show this year. So give them some encouragement. Let's hear it.
Is on my side, like heaven and earth are finally aligned. Days are good, and that's the way it should be. You sprinkle stardust on my pillowcase. It's like a moonbeam brushed across my face. Nights are good, and that's the way it should be. You make me sing ooh, ooh, la la la. You make a girl go ooh, I'm in love, love. Did you see that shooting star tonight? Were you dazzled by the same constellation? Did you and Jupiter conspire to get me? I think you and the moon and Neptune got it right. 'Cause now I'm shining bright, so bright, bright, so bright. And I see colors in the different way. You make what doesn't matter fade to gray. Life is good, and that's the way it should be. You make me sing ooh, la la la. You make a girl go ooh, I'm in love, love. Did you see that shooting star tonight? Were you dazzled by the same constellation? Did you and Jupiter conspire to get me? I think you and the moon and Neptune got it right. 'Cause now I'm shining bright, so bright. And I get lost in your eyes. Did you see that shooting star tonight? Were you dazzled by the same constellation? Did you and Jupiter conspire to get me? I think you and the moon and Neptune got it right. 'Cause now I'm shining you bright. And the moon and Neptune got it right. I think you and the moon and Neptune got it right. 'Cause now I'm shining bright, so bright, bright, so bright, bright, so bright. And I get lost in your eyes tonight.
Wonderful work, ladies. Wow. 8th grade. You know, interestingly, they were in Daytona getting that silver medal, and then just 3 days ago, Wednesday, they're both in the middle school band, who went to the District 9 Music Performance Assessment, it's called. All the bands in the county have to play. They get judged. The highest possible rating you can get is superior, and the band got straight superiors, a flush, and so we're really excited about that. Way to go, middle school band. These kids are busy. So in a second, we're going to have our next act and then the cadet band. I'm just going to take a quick second and sort of point out what we're doing here tonight in terms of that third goal. Michael, if we have the picture of the... So what you're looking at based on your reaction is where currently all of our fine arts sets, shop equipment, drums, some of them are stored. So it's very secure, very hurricane proof. Now the sad thing about this is I worked here when this thing was new. Mr. Vizina and I, rest his soul, built that ramp, and that goes to show two things. Buildings don't always do well in Florida, and I'm old. All right, so what we want to do is get rid of that, get rid of, we actually build our sets and stuff inside the old chiller building from the old air conditioning set. Mr. Leo and Miss Karen are there almost every day of the year building things for the marching band, building things for the play. By the way, we have a play coming up. We'll talk more about that later. And what we want and have been working on now for 2 of these events is a shiny new edifice to put all of our equipment in, and most exciting to me is to have a home for a new theater tech class where we can actually have students learning from people like Mr. Leo and Miss Karen how to craft all of the many things that we do in this incredibly busy fine arts department. And it might look something like this. Imagination, foi. I did that. No, actually, you're going to do that. Now, there's a couple of things you need to know. That's not actually exactly what the building will look like. It'll be taller, and it'll be bigger. And that's because we want it so that we can drive our rock band stage, the thing we do with marching band, right into it. So we can load our instruments not in the rain, and so that we have a place to build all that stuff that's not in the elements. Not to mention, we also leave that stage outside all year in the sun, and so we constantly having to rebuild it and stuff. So there's a lot of economics to this. And this is a big ask. When we started this little, what I'm calling, what did I call it? It's on the card now. The Armory of the Arts. That's pretty good, right? If you know what an armory is. And so we need your help tonight. There's a hat in the middle of the table if you want to go old school with cash or checks. And there's also a card on the table with a QR code. And you can just take a picture of that QR code and then put in numbers, and they will magically leave your bank account and go into this building that we're going to build. And we're going to talk about all the other stuff. Turns out arts is kind of expensive, and arts is really good here at Northside. But I don't want you to donate yet, cause I want you to hear a few more things. Really soften you up, all right? So let's get on with it. This is Emmilia Rosenquist. She's a junior. She is about to sing you some Pearl Jam. And as soon as she's done with that, and who doesn't love Pearl Jam? Well, me, actually, but you guys are going to love it. Look over here. It's the 6th grade band, and they're going to play a piece called Calypso Beach. Now, I want you to know something about Emmilia. She also is playing bass guitar on all the songs that you're going to hear tonight, and she's playing timpani in the concert band. She has lots and lots of important parts, and she called me a few hours ago crying and said that she had broken her wrist in a freak accident last night. And after letting me hang there for 5 minutes, almost wrecking traffic, she reminded me what the date was. So anyway, Emmilia Rosenquist.
Loud. find a better man. Can't find a better man. Oh. Talking to herself, there's no one else who needs to know. She tells herself. Oh. Memories back when she was bold and strong and waiting for the world to come along. I swear she knew, now she swears he's gone. She lies and says she's in love with him. Can't find a better man. She dreams in color, she dreams in red. Can't find a better man. She lies and says she still loves him. Can't find a better man. She dreams in color, she dreams in red. Can't find a better man. Can't find a better man. Can't find a better man. She loved him, oh, and she don't want to leave this way. She needs him, oh, and that's why she'll be back again. Can't find a better man. Can't find a better man. She can't find a better man.
In just a second, most of the sixth grade band is leaving, but the sixth grade percussionist is going to stay for what's close to a world premiere of an original composition by our own beloved friend and percussion teacher, Mr. Ed Argenziano. who comes in every week and works with them and works with the marching band, and also is a very notable published composer. And this piece that they're going to play is called Gino's Playground. And of course, it is in honor of his young grandson, Gino. They're a little bit Italian, so it goes with the theme. And before that, we're going to listen to senior George Vernazza, right over there, who's been playing the guitar, plays the French horn, and I just learned this week, plays the piano. So, George, take it away.
She packed my bags last night, pre-flight, 0 hour, 9 a.m. And I'm gonna be high as a kite by then. I miss the earth so much, I miss my wife. It's lonely out in space on such a timeless flight. And I think it's gonna be a long time till touchdown brings me round again to find I'm not the man they think I am at home. Oh, no, no, no. I'm a rocket man. Rocket man, burning out his fuse up here alone. And I think it's gonna be a long time till touchdown brings me round again to find I'm not the man they think I am at home. Oh, no, no, no. I'm a rocket man. Rocket man, burning out his fuse up here alone. Mars ain't the kind of place to raise your kids. In fact, it's cold as... I'm not saying that. And there's no one there to raise them if you did. And all this science I don't understand.
Hi everyone, my name is Macy Estes. I'm a senior here at Northside, and today I'll be singing When He Sees Me from the Broadway musical Waitress. A little backstory about the song. I performed this about 2 years ago for our solo and ensemble performance, and I knew I had to do it again just because I feel like it's such a fun song to sing, and it's really about first date jitters and just getting over the nerves of meeting somebody new. So I hope you enjoy. I stick with the real things, usually facts and figures. When information's in its place, I minimize the guessing game. Guess what? I don't like guessing games or when I feel things before I know the feelings. How am I supposed to operate if I'm just tossed around by fate? Like on an unexpected date with a stranger whom I talk too fast or ask me questions about myself before I've decided that he can ask me questions about myself. He might sit too close or call the waiter by his first name or eat Oreos, but eat the cookie before the cream. But what scares me the most, what scares me the most is what if when he sees me, what if he doesn't like it, what if he runs the other way and I can't hide from it? What happens then if when he knows me, he's only disappointed? I'm not prepared for that, I'm scared of breaking open. I couldn't live with that, so I'm just fine inside my shell-shaped mind. This way I get the best view, so that when he sees me, I want him to. I'm not defensive, I'm simply being cautious. I can't risk reckless dating due to my miscalculating while a certain suitor stands in line I've seen in movies, most made for television. You cannot be too careful when it comes to sharing your life. I could end up a miserable wife, but he could be criminal, some sort of psychopath who escaped from an institution somewhere where they don't have girls. He could have masterminded some way to find me. He could be colorblind. How untrustworthy is that? He could be less than kind, or even worse, he could be very nice, have lovely eyes, and make me laugh, come out of hiding. What do I do with that? What if when he sees me, I like him and he knows it? What if he opens up a door and I can't close it? What happens then if when he knows me, my heart is set in motion? I'm not prepared for that, I'm scared of breaking open, but still I can't help from hoping to find someone to talk to who likes the way I am. Someone who, when he sees me, wants to again.
Nicely done, Macy. You know, this interesting, this piece of paper, I used to take a picture and just look at the schedule on my phone. Now I need this thing. Anyway, next up, we have something very special for you. But before that, I showed you what the project is. Now we're going to talk about how we make it reality. Michael's going to throw some numbers up there. On the plus side, over the last 2 years since we started making this thing happen, we are sitting on just over $100,000, which is fantastic. As you can see, though, to get this thing actually erected, permitted, and ready to go, we need a little bit more. It's going to be right around $250,000, which 2 years ago, I'm learning as I go with this thing, having never built a building, you just have to always, when they say, you know, hey, it's going to be $10, you know that means 50, right? So, you know, we've been learning and realized that with all the permitting and the things that are in place, this is what it's going to take. On the other hand, a contractor has already been signed, the building has been designed. The county is, well, we're just waiting for them for the final permit. Dr. James signed the, what was that thing called? The engineering plan just yesterday. So this train is leaving the station. We obviously have enough money to get it rolling, but we're stepping out on faith here, faith in all of you, that we can make it happen. So our goal for tonight is to take the next step and get another $30,000 into this effort. And obviously we need everyone to pitch in for that. We have an interesting thing. This hasn't happened before here, but we have a challenge gift thrown out. Mary Brandis, who many of you know, former headmaster here, big friend of the department, is out of the country right now. But I talked to her on the phone yesterday, and she has put a challenge gift of $10,000 on the table. So if we can, stop that. If we can reach that goal tonight, either through everybody doing some stuff or a few of you doing a lot of stuff, it's going to lock in an additional $10,000. So you're getting like a lot of extra bang for your donation tonight. So keep that in mind as you listen to the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. It's just getting better and better with every act. We can make this thing a reality. We're going to work together with it. On the table is the card with the QR code. I am being told that that QR code isn't working properly with Android users. Simpson. Androids. Anyway, we're looking at whether tuition deductions can be made for that. And if you want to ponder, we want you to give tonight. Some of you, $20. Some of you can give a lot more than that. $20 is just the cost of the pizza, right? Some of you might want to think about, you know, a more substantial gift. So we're actually going to extend the Pizza and Pops fundraiser through the whole week because you have it online, you have access to it. We want you to give tonight. Some of you came ready. Some of you might need to go think about it, right? And say, well, you know, we were going to give $100, but now that I think about it, 5 million would be so much better. You know, that sort of thing. But you know, 1,000, 5,000, 10,000, these are gifts that would be greatly appreciated, as would $20, all right? If we all, look at all these people here. If everybody pitches in, we can get there. Now, enough of my yakking. Look at Kendall over there. She's also in 8th grade, and she's holding a ukulele, and she's gonna sing for you right now.
Okay, this is just the two of us. Yeah, okay. I hear the crystal raindrops fall, and the beauty of it all is when the sun comes shining through to make those rainbows in my mind. When I think of you sometimes, I wanna spend some time with you, just the two of us. We can make it if we try, just the two of us, just the two of us. Just the two of us, building castles in the sky, just the two of us, you and I. We look for love, no time for tears, wasted water's all that is, and it don't make the flowers grow. Good things might come to those who wait, but not for those who wait too late. We gotta go for all we know, just the two of us. We can make it if we try, just the two of us. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Building castles in the sky, just the two of us. You and I. I hear the crystal raindrops fall on the window down the hall, and it becomes morning dew. And darling, when the morning comes and I see the morning sun, I wanna be the one with you, just the two of us. We can make it if we try, just the two of us, just the two of us, just the two of us. Building castles in the sky, just the two of us, you and I, just the two of us. Building castles way on high, just the two of us, you and I.
You know, they're so brave also. Just so many wonderful things going on. Hey, something wonderful that's going to be happening in just a couple of weeks is The Music Man by Meredith Wilson, down at Northside Baptist Church, produced by Northside Christian School. Raise your hand if you've ever seen The Music Man. Yeah, of course. It's literally considered perhaps the greatest musical ever written, and there's a lot of cool reasons why. So come and see them and find out. Tickets are actually going to be live as soon as this concert is over. You'll be able to go to the school website, click, and get your ticket. Some interesting announcements about that. If you're an alum, we are offering free tickets to alum for the Saturday matinee show with an alumni reception after the show. If you're a faculty member, make sure and see Miss Blenis about your tickets. And I believe there's a kid rate and an adult rate for all the rest of it. So you will not want to miss this extravagant production. And we are going to give you just a taste of it right now. As you may or may not remember, a huge component of The Music Man is the Barbershop Quartet. The members of the school board who just can't seem to get along until they are introduced to the glorious world of four-part harmony. So, soon as this Pizza and Pops event is over, click the website, buy thousands of tickets, and don't miss this wonderful event. Now, I believe there's a guest with them tonight. We'll see if Marion, the librarian, might also make a showing. You just never know, she might be busy with the books. Gentlemen, take it away.
Light a rose, I'm home again, Rose, to get the sun back in the sky. Light a rose, I'm home again, Rose, about 1,000 kisses shy. Ding dong ding, I can hear the chapel bell chime. Ding dong ding, at the least suggestion I'll pop the question. Light a rose, I'm home again, Rose, without a sweetheart to my name. Light a rose, now everyone knows that I am hoping you're the same. So here is my love song, not fancy or fine. Light a rose, oh, won't you be mine? Light a rose, oh, light a rose, oh, light a
and low. How sweet that memory, how long ago, forever, oh yes, forever, will I ever tell you? Oh no, dream of now, dream of then, dream of a love song that might have been. Do I love you? Oh yes, I love you, and I'll bravely tell you, but only when we dream again. Sweet and low, sweet and low. How sweet that memory, how long ago, forever, oh yes, forever, will I ever tell you? Oh
That's just a taste. You don't want to miss it. Interestingly, too, fun fact, the orchestra, there's about 20 people in the orchestra, live orchestra, strings, brass, the whole 9 yards, and 15 of them are alumni. So I'm really excited about that. It's wonderful that kids go through this whole program and then still come back as accomplished musicians and help contribute to the next generation. Another fun fact is no less than five Pinellas County music teachers currently serving right now are our former students here, alumni of Northside Christian School. That is by far the greatest ratio of employees of the school district to come from one single high school. I think that's a fantastic witness to the quality of this program here. Thank you. Okay, so we talked about that Straight Superior middle school band, and here they are. It should also probably be pointed out, not that we're into comparisons or only, but there were 4 schools in Pinellas County, in the entire county, public, private, every which way, that got superior ratings this last Wednesday, and these clowns were one of them. So how about that? We're also excited that our high school band went a couple weeks before that and managed to pull off a superior as well. You're about to hear one of the songs they played for those judges. It's a pasadobla march from Spain called The Red Cape. Oh, Cadet, man. Way to go, guys. Behind me is the Chambers Singers. They are an audition vocal group along with the high school jazz band that you'll hear in a few moments. They come together to form our worship arts class first period. And I'm going to tell you something interesting about this. In the vein of fundraising and all this stuff, it's important for us as parents and administrators and all to protect vigilantly what we have here, right? Because people think, hey, look at this arts program, it's amazing, it's a juggernaut, they're getting superiors and winning state and doing all these things, and that's all true. But our friends at Warner Christian across the state there, we practiced at their facility for the Winter Guard stuff over there. It was wonderful of them to open it up to us. But, you know, a few years ago, their program was the model for our worship arts class. And so we went back and forth with the director at the time, and we modeled our new class with that. Unfortunately, now they don't have that anymore. They also don't have a choir, and their band program only has a few middle schoolers in it, and they're trying to grow it back. In the space of 4 years, the whole program kind of imploded. It happens so easily, and that's why we all have to guard jealously what we have here, because it takes so much effort, right, from these kids and you to build it, and then, you know, 1 or 2 little events and everything can be gone. So, you know, keep your kids in the program, keep them practicing. It will pay off in many, many ways. While I was walking up here a few minutes ago, someone stopped me offering a service for the potential new building, and that brought up to mind the idea of gifts in kind. Here's an example of a gift in kind that came in this year. If you see a picture of a television on the screen, do you see a picture of a television on the screen? Yeah, someone gave that to us a little while back, and so we plopped it up on the wall, and now it serves as an information hub. On the one side, you see kids can look at it for all their Music Man rehearsal schedule stuff. On the other side are announcements and pictures, and actually I am looking for a second if you happen to have a 55 or 60-inch HD TV, because this one's by the band room, we want to put one by the choir room. So you may have things that aren't necessarily money, but that could really benefit the program in other ways. So on the back of that card is my email. Always reach out, and you know, don't be afraid to say, hey, what if this, what if that? Maybe we could use it, maybe we can't, but we would love to dialogue about it. Chambers is going to sing Sitting on the Dock of the Bay.
Just to make this dock my home. dock of the bay, wasting time.
Confirmed the QR code doesn't work for Androids. Womp womp. Also confirmed, though, if you want to pledge and add it to your account, all you have to do is email your good friend Gail Church, designate it for pizza and pops, and they'll be happy to bill you that way. So now we have senior Tyler Moody. What are you singing for us tonight, Tyler Moody? Drops of Jupiter. Give Tyler some encouragement.
Yeah.
Back in the atmosphere, with drops of Jupiter in her hair. She acts like summer and walks like rain. Reminds me that there's a time to change. Since the return of her stay on the moon, she listens like spring, she talks like June. Did you sail across the sun? Did you make it to the Milky Way to see the lights all faded? That heaven is overrated. Tell me, did you tell for a shooting star? One without a permanent scar. Did you miss me while you were looking for yourself out there? She's back from that soul vacation, tracing her way through the constellation. She checks out more than what she does taboo. Reminds me that there's room to grow. Now that she's back in the atmosphere, I'm afraid that she might think of me as plain old Jane. Told a story about a man who was too afraid to fly, so he never did land. Tell me, did the wind sweep you off your feet? Did you finally get the chance to dance along the light of day? The Milky Way. Tell me, did Venus blow your mind? It's one thing you wanted to find. Or did you miss me while you were looking for yourself out there? No love, pride, chicken, best friend, always sticking up for you. Even when I know you're wrong, did you imagine no first chance, freeze, stride, romance, 5-hour phone conversation, the best soy latte that you ever had at me? Tell me, did the wind sweep you off your feet? Did you finally get the chance to dance along the light of day and back to the Milky Way? And tell me, did you sail across the sun? did you make it to the Milky Way to see the lights all fading? That heaven is overrated. Tell me, did you fall for a shooting star? One without a permanent scar. And then you missed me while you were looking for yourself. Na 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 na. And you didn't find a chance to dance along the light of day. Did you fall for a shooting star? Fall for a shooting star. Na na. You're lonely looking for yourself out there.
Ladies and gentlemen, middle school jazz band. Gavin and Thomas improvising on the trumpets. Middle school jazz band meets every Wednesday at 7 a.m. And there's like 40 of them. That's dedication. And it's 6th grade through 8th grade with one rogue 9th grader in there helping out on Barry. We're really proud of those guys for coming in and learning jazz. You'll hear their older compatriots in here just a few minutes. Right now we have a fantabulous ensemble of 8th graders here to present. What are you singing? Until I Found You. Welcome the 8th grade girls. You're about to hear a senior sing. It's interesting to see where it goes. It's interesting to see what happens when they really dig into this stuff and stick with it. Michael, we're going to talk about SATs. You're familiar with the SAT. It's a standardized testing score that, you know, your kids need to take to go to college. Seems like it's working better. For the last 22 years, the College Board has done a study comparing a variety of different things, and one of those things was, what is the difference between kids who take 4 years of music in high school versus kids who don't take 4 years of music? And after averaging out all those numbers, there appears to be a correlation, at least, of about, what's it say, 100, 105, 100-point difference in favor, obviously, of the music kids. And of course, as you know, there's a big difference between a 1250 and a 1350 on SAT. So it's gratifying that this stuff helps get these kids not only brave, not only emotionally mature, and they have to solve problems. They're solving problems right now. All kinds of stuff is going wrong backstage, right? And you don't even know because they're good problem solvers. But it also gives them a little boost on that little bit of academic stuff. We actually did our own study right here at Northside. We compiled data over a 5-year period. And go ahead and figure. It was a 100 and, I don't remember if it was 105 or 107 point difference between, on average, of course there's always outliers, but on average, of SAT score for our musicians versus our non-musicians. And keep in mind, that was, well, AP Academy used to be called Scholars back when we did that. It's the entire student body. So, you know, it's a lot of work, and it's time. It's not more time than any given sport, but it's time. Folks, keep them in it. It's totally worth it. Now let's see where it leads. In a second, you're going to hear the high school band, jazz band play a piece. Richard Strauss wrote an opera called Also Sprach Zarathustra, which then they used as the theme song for 2001: A Space Odyssey. We're going to do a slight variation on that called Funkathustra. But before we do Funkathustra, I would like you to listen to a song called Hopelessly Devoted, as sung by our senior, Gabby Alves, who looks similar to Marion the librarian. Give her a hand.
Guess mine is not the first heartbroken. My eyes are not the first to cry. Not the first to know there's just no getting over you. You know I'm just a fool who's willing to sit around and wait for you. But baby, can't you see there's nothing else for me to do? I'm hopelessly devoted to you. But now there's nowhere to hide since you pushed my love aside. I'm out of my head, hopelessly devoted to you. Hopelessly devoted to
It's a new life for me, and I'm feeling good. Fish in the sea, you know how I feel. River running free, you know how I feel. Blossom on a tree, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me, and I'm feeling good. You know what I mean, don't you know? Butterflies all having fun, you know what I mean. Sleep in peace when day's done,
everybody. Woo. Well, the money is flowing in. We're going to get that thing done. We are rounding the last little bit here. 2 items for you. The middle school choirs presenting you a song from The Wiz. Who remembers The Wiz? Who saw that junk? Yeah, 6 of you, right. My wife hates that movie. I learned that today when I was listening to this to figure out what to play with them. After they sing New Day from The Wiz, we will be entering into our final item. I will make this announcement right now. There is still pizza. You've been sitting here for a while. Maybe your appetite has come back. Or maybe you all scarfed 17,000 garlic knots. That's what I would have done. But feel free. Go get yourself some more pizza or garlic knots or solid as we get these last 2 pieces going. I think I hit all my bullet points. We need you to raise some money for us, and so far you're doing a fantastic job. I've had a couple of $1,000 offers. Maybe you're the rest of them. I think, I hope, and I'll let you know here in a moment, if we're getting close to meeting Mary Brance's challenge. And I hope that you have learned a little bit about just how valuable this is. And it looks like you're plenty full of pizza, and hopefully you're being entertained. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the middle school choirs.
Everybody come out and let's commit to singing joyfully.
Everybody look up and feel the hope that we've been waiting on.
The sound of every dead is on.
Singing so joyfully. Just look around. You to check it out. Feel up when you day. Can you feel up when you day? Can you feel up when you day? Can you feel up?
I know I'm all about the music and stuff, but I'm not completely stupid. Does anybody know what the score is right now? No? You guys have been so enthralled you forgot that there was basketball. Mr. Elam, did you remember that there was a basketball game tonight? FAU's up? You know, we have 2 band alumni down at FAU right now. Oh, yeah. So we're rounding the end bend here. A couple of thank yous are in place. The air conditioning is not one of them, but Mr. Michael McBride is back there getting this thing recorded and running the sound. He's been working hard the last couple days. Thank you to that. These wonderful singers have been accompanied by our house band, which is gone because they're getting ready for the next big piece, but Jacob Hoff and George Vernazza and Emmilia Rosenquist, and of course Mrs. McBride and Mrs. Kuzmano laying down the grooves. All right, so we've had a lot of interesting offers. One thing I kind of forgot to do was to tell you to flip over those band hats. And if you are going to go analog with the donations, put them in the band hats and we'll collect them up right after the show. Sorry, I just saw something amusing back there. You guys can come on up, by the way. It's time. Don't be distracted by the handsome blokes coming up right now. Anyway, if you have contributed tonight, we thank you. I have a singular offer to meet the challenge gift. $1,000 has been donated by one individual, and where did he go? There he is. Am I allowed to say who you are? No. Hold on. What? Oh, yeah. That's right. Oh, I gotta grab it. That's right. Are you hearing these questions? He's like, wait a minute. So my 1,000 is currently worth 2,000, and if 9 more people give 1,000, that's $20,000, and that is correct. That is the math, but it only works if the money comes in, right? So if you can commit to that, right? Now is the time. All right? Now, if you want to consider more or other kinds of gifts in kind, that card is there for you to take. Fill it out. We are keeping all of this open from now until the end of this week. Interesting, it's Holy Week. So I hope to see all of you for Palm Sunday services tomorrow. Don't skip out on church. This is not the week to do that. But next Friday, the gates will close, and we will call Pizza and Pops 2023 over. And then we will know how our beautiful building, Michael, is looking, all right? So we're counting on you folks. That, and keep your kids in this program so that we can continue to deliver all of these wonderful educational benefits. I thank you all, parents, for sitting here and being a part of this thing, whether you contributed $5, $1,000, or $10. Every bit helps, and your support of your time is as valuable as any of it. Speaking of that, a group I forgot to thank were all the teachers who volunteered and helped with the pizza serving tonight. And, yep, special shout out to 6th grade teacher Mr. McBride, who's been running our stage managing. He's the one helping these kids put out all these fires backstage tonight. So thanks to all these people. Okay. You all deserve a medal just for hearing me talk so dang much. All right, this is it. We have a world premiere for you now. Did you guys get the mics? Yes. This piece was written and will be premiered for you now by someone I spend a lot of time with, me. And what we want you to, this will be your mic, right here. Which I can't, maybe that'll have to be his mic, because, well, I'll put it back there, yeah? Okay. Anyway, go back in time with me for just a moment. back to the 1930s. You are, in fact, part of an interactive experience. You are the studio audience for another installment of a radio drama. And as you know, radio dramas have narrators, and we have found the best of the best. Mr. Matt Lemire, that's right. And radio shows require sound effects. Do you know what people who do the sound effects for movie, TV, and radio are called? They are Foley artists. So I have two of the greatest Foley artists in the history of Foley artists. And if you follow this sort of thing, you already probably know their names. Right here behind me, Joey Espro and Manny Silvestri. Yep. And as you can see, from their outfit, they have been time warped directly from the 1930s. Well, back in the day, families would gather around. They'd listen to the next installment of Little Orphan Annie, or The Shadow, or Flash Gordon. And this is a total send-up of Flash Gordon. We call this piece Old Time Radio Presents The Adventures of Space Patrol in Dimension X. Now, as I said, it's interactive, so make sure you pay attention to these two to know your part, and we go live in just a few seconds.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, live from the WNCS Radio Network, it's another exciting episode of the amazing galactic adventures of Space Patrol in Dimension X. Space Patrol, protectors of galactic goodness and niceness. Oh no, Space Patrol is in trouble. An invisible force is causing the engines to fail. The ship is forced to crash land on planet Elamonia. And into the clutches of the evil Emperor Carroll. Emperor Carroll's army of robot minions surrounds Space Patrol.
Beep boop. Beep boop. Beep boop. Beep boop. Beep boop. Surrender. Beep boop. Beep boop.
Space Patrol is taken prisoner. Lock them up! Can this be Space Patrol defeated? The galaxy falls into despair. All hope is lost.
exiled Princess Regula Artilli. The revolution is about to begin. Patrol is free! But the battle for planet Ilium, Onia, is just begun!
Surrender! Surrender, Bebo, Bebo! Surrender, Bebo! Bebo!
I will destroy you all! Never give up, Space Patrol!
Beep boop, beep boop. Surrender. Beep boop, beep boop, surrender.
At last, the evil Emperor Carroll is defeated. Our heroes emerge victorious! Next time to hear the next amazing interplanetary adventures of Space Patrol in Dimension X!
Special thanks to our performers this evening and to Miss McBride who kept Mr. Lemire on track. I've never seen Mr. Lemire that stressed about something, but didn't he do great? Thanks, boys. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's been quite an evening. Thank you for spending your time with us. Very soon we will dismiss you to go and watch, anything on TV that might interest you. Like me. I love basketball, Mr. Elam. All right, so again, if you want to flip the hat over and leave checks or cash, that kind of thing, I guarantee it won't get stolen. And what we do need right now is a little bit of help if you're able. We're going to start dismissing the kids here in a minute, but on Monday we have to have things like PE and stuff in here. So anybody who can stick around and help us get all these tables stacked and over there in the corner and all the chairs as well, that would be immensely, immensely helpful. Before everything goes, though, a couple of little housekeeping announcements, and then a word of prayer, and then we're out of here. Thanks, Pizza and Pops 23 is almost ended. If you are a middle school student and you brought an instrument tonight, make sure you leave with the same instrument. Okay, or you put it in the band room, either way, but don't leave it out on the playground. Don't leave it in Miss McBride's room. Same for you, high schoolers. All right? Anyway, again, the thing closes on Friday, so do your part. Let's get this building done. And a special, special thanks to all the folks involved tonight. As I have already said, would you please bow your heads and pray with me to the soothing sounds of jazz. Dear Lord, thank you so much for all you do for us. We appreciate the opportunity to worship you through music and dance and all the creative arts, as well, Lord, as in the classroom and on the athletic field and even at home when we clean our rooms for our parents. Lord, we are mindful of the blessings we have, and we are thankful for the blessings that we don't even perceive day to day. Thank you for loving us so much. In Jesus' name, amen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. If you can help with the cleanup, yeah, give us all. Yeah, you guys did great, all right? Have a good night, and thank you.